Madam Chairwoman, thank you for calling this hearing this morning, giving us an opportunity to hear directly from egg producers regarding a bill that would, for the first time ever, put the federal government in charge of the standards under which eggs are produced in this country. And I truly appreciate the chance to hear from my friend and colleague, Senator Feinstein. Senator Feinstein and I have put a lot of years in on the Intelligence Committee. I thank her for standing up in behalf of our country, our national security, and the long years of effort that you have put on the Intelligence Committee. We have no greater obligation than the national security of our country, and I thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
First, let me say that I firmly believe that farmers and ranchers are good stewards of the animals under their care. One of the fundamental principles of the animal husbandry profession is that your animals get fed, watered, and taken care of the night before you actually head for the house. There's absolutely no excuse for animal cruelty, in particular, given the multitude of training programs and educational efforts about animal care, handling for those who work with and around animals. Producers understand that the better they take care of their animals, the more productive those animals will be. Second, let me say that Senator Feinstein and the egg producers of California have a real challenge. There is no doubt that California's Proposition 2 has created some uncertainty in the industry that comes with leadership. I'm not sure this agreement between the United Egg Producers Marketing Cooperative and the Humane Society of the United States, HSUS, I guess everything has to be an acronym. I apologize for that, is a solution that addresses the unintended consequences as we as policymakers need to consider. When this committee considers any change in policy that will impact animal agriculture, there are a wide range of factors that should be taken into account. Considerations like food safety, animal health and welfare, the economics of food production, environmental issues, our international trade obligations, and most importantly, science. What is the best possible science available to govern the manner in which our food supply is produced in this country? Is this legislation based on that kind of science? Put simply, when we deviate from science-based decisions, we end up making the very problems we're trying to resolve worse. If the science eventually says that a smaller cage is better, will this alliance of producers and HSUS be back before this committee in a year or two, petitioning for a change in the law when the science changes? I also hope to learn why egg producers were solidly against any agreement with HS2S before they were for it. What changed in the issue to bring about such a reversal in their position? I understand there are also class action suits involving antitrust issues that are at the forefront of many challenges that egg producers are dealing with right now. Is this agreement somehow viewed as an escape hatch from those discussions? I wish, Madam Chairwoman, that we had the Department of Agriculture with us here this morning to explain how they would actually enforce this agreement were it ever to become law. In addition to questions regarding the implications of this agreement on interstate commerce and our international trade obligations, I am also concerned about how this agreement will affect the price that consumers will pay for eggs. European consumers are dealing with these challenges right now. European consumers saw their supply of eggs drop 10 to 15% soon after the government implemented this version of this law, a decrease which led to a 55% increase in the price of eggs. At the federal level, this committee must examine what effects a dramatic price increase like this would cause to our programs, like the WIC program and SNAP or food stamps. A 55% increase in egg prices would significantly reduce the purchasing power of the recipient of these programs. I don't think we want that. Madam Chairwoman, I have letters in opposition to this legislation from the American Farm Bureau Federation, a group of 4 national veterinary organizations, and a letter signed by 94 state and national organizations representing egg, milk, sheep, wool, turkey, pork, and beef producers that I would like to enter for the record. Madam Chairman, thank you. I look forward to this morning's discussion.
Thank you very much. We'll enter those documents